Today I am at the Tommy Fleetwood Academy here at Jumeirah Golf Estate in Dubai, and it's kind of a perfect location to be in because in today's video we're going to be talking all about the takeaway. Now I'm going to be using the Dubai Invitational himself. I'm going to be using his golf swing to help you identify what a good takeaway looks like. We're also, as you'd expect, going to be looking into how Rory Mcilroy does it as well, because he has just won the Dubai Desert Classic. So the timing, the filming of this video, it all just slots dead into place. A lot of golfers ask me, when do I use my wrist in the takeaway? There's a lot of contrasting pieces of information out there, and it is easy to kind of say, well, whatever's personal to you, whatever feels good for you. But the most important thing is that we get this takeaway into a really good position. Now, whether you want to hinge the wrist there or there is a real interesting talking point, because a lot of golfers, they want width, they want length in the swing, they want speed, and to create speed, as you know, you might need to create a longer lever. A longer lever gives the golf club time to speed up into that transition and into the downswing, and more importantly through to impact. What I'm going to be encouraging though is a takeaway that has a little bit of wrist hinge, but the golf club doesn't need to hinge at 90 degrees so soon. Like I say, a lot of players ask me, do we start early or do we start late? What I would try and encourage you to do is allow the golf club to start to move away from the golf ball with your arms. So try and use the triangle here between your shoulders and your hands. Take the golf club away, and maybe once the golf club starts to get just in line with your foot, then you'll start to hinge the golf club up. So if I stop myself here, my hands are just on the outside of my thigh and the club has started to have a very small hinge. Now the important thing about the hinge is that the golf club gets itself into the right position. Now the right position is exactly there with this leading edge parallel to my spine angle. Some golfers like to have it with the toe of the club pointing straight up to the sky. I don't mind that. I think depending on the player and depending on how they swing overall, I would be happy with either or. Sometimes though, what I don't want to see, or no, all the time, what I do never want to see is the club face, as I look at this as a right-handed golfer, pointing round to 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. That's when this lead wrist has started to roll the golf club away, and often what we see then is a real inside takeaway. What you would then see at the top of the backswing is a super cupped left wrist. We're going to be getting really into that in some future content. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you do hit that subscribe button, because there's some serious content coming with some incredible technology as well to really visualize and demonstrate exactly what I'm talking about. So if I was to show you what I think is a perfect takeaway, I would have the golf club working on this really small arc away from the golf ball. We're not working in straight lines, we're working on a really small circle, because if I stand up completely straight, put the golf club out in front of my stomach and rotate the club around my body, that is a circle around my body. All I'm going to be doing from here is tilting my body forwards, and I'm going to be trying to create that same circle. So when I create the same circle, the club is moving on an arc away from the golf ball. Really important that I think you can try and visualize that. So stand up dead straight, allow the golf club to work around your back, and then just tilt what feels like around 45 degrees forwards until the golf club hits the ground, and then try and create that same rotation through your back and through your arms as well. So you're basically getting the circle and flattening it out, so you're maintaining the rotation around your body. One of the key things here is trying to make sure that the club doesn't hinge too soon. So again, we see this real narrow position here where the club goes too soon. The right elbow, in it, for me as a right-handed golfer, bends too much, and then we get super tight, almost too connected. We like a connected golf swing, but this gets a little bit too connected. A great drill for this: left hand on, or the lead hand on its own, and then just initiate this takeaway from your left arm, bicep and chest and shoulder, and put the golf club into position. And when you get to around about the point of your hand being outside of your right thigh, the golf club will just start to pick up, so it's no longer an extension of your left arm, it's just picked itself up into position there. Okay, so that would designate what I think is a perfect takeaway for the majority of golfers watching this video. It's not about hinging immediately or trying to get as much width and an extension of the left arm as possible. We're kind of going a little bit halfway in between. So as soon as this hand works past the thigh, then we start to move into position. And the reason why we're doing it one-handed is you can start to feel the torso, the chest, the shoulders initiating it as well. So you start to feel that it's the left arm, the lead arm, that's more of the dominant one as you do this. If it's the more dominant one as you do this, I put the right hand on at the takeaway, finish my swing, and then maybe start to hit a couple of balls away from there. At least then you know you're in what is the perfect position, but also you're giving yourself good feedback because you're already starting to use this shoulder turn. You've got a minimal little bit of hip turn. I think with this as well, you can feel the weight of the club. So you're actually having to control the positioning of the club because the weight is all over here, so much heavier at the club head than it is the grip. If you control that position, you're going to have more chance of controlling it with two arms on. If you can't control it with one hand, you'll find that the club head, its weight starts to take over and drags your arm away. So that's why this one arm drill is really good for making sure that you get this into the right position. So I go one, finish the swing, and hopefully enjoy some nice ball striking just like that. Give this a try. One arm takeaways are an absolute winner, trust me. Anything that can help benefit your feel and improve your awareness of where the golf club is during the swing is a huge asset to improving your golf. Guys, thanks for watching. Hit the like. If you think this video can help your friends, make sure you do share it to them as well. Share the wealth, and I'll see you in the next video.